The Ballad of the Five Brothers of the Backstreet. Hear now, good folk, a tale of distant days, of five young brothers bound by fate's strange ways. In fair Orlando's sunlit realm they came, and swore to raise together one great name. It was in the year of 1993, when destiny first stirred upon the sea. With "We've got it going on" their banners flew, and through the land their growing legend grew. They sang of joy, they sang of love's sweet crown, and called the gathered multitude to "get down." Their voices rang through castle, town, and field, till hearts once closed were gladly made to yield. Yet not all roads are paved with gold and light, for shadows often follow glory's flight. A lord named Pearlman promised wealth and fame, yet greed and falsehood darkened soon his name. At first he seemed a guardian wise and true, a kindly hand to guide the chosen view. But masks may hide the serpent from the eye, and trust once broken leaves a bitter cry. Sir Alexander James, called AJ by his kin, faced dragons born from doubt and fear within. The poisoned cup and dark enchanted snare sought to imprison him in deep despair. Yet though he stumbled through the blackest night, he drew his sword of courage for the fight. And from the depths where many souls are lost, he rose again despite the heavy cost. Brave Brian, noble knight of steadfast heart, was tested by a trial set apart. The healers gathered round his weakened breast, and fate itself put valor to the test. Though heaven's silver gift within his voice was altered by a fate beyond his choice, his faith remained a beacon through the storm, a sacred fire to keep his spirit warm. Good Howie bore a sorrow hard to tell, for one beloved sister dearly fell. A cruel affliction claimed her from the earth, and robbed the world of one so full of worth. Long did he carry grief within his chest, a silent burden granting little rest. Yet from that pain he forged a wondrous art, and turned his tears to songs born from the heart. Lord Kevin, wise among the brotherhood, knew loss before his years had fully stood. His father journeyed where no mortal may, and left behind a grief that chose to stay. Yet like an ancient oak upon the hill, he stood through every tempest, strong and still. His sorrow became wisdom, calm and deep, a sacred vow his noble soul would keep. Young Nick, fair-haired and gifted from the start, faced storms that raged within a tender heart. The quarrels of his household left their mark, and fame arrived before the dawn grew dark. The burden of renown proved hard to bear, and demons whispered softly in despair. Through drink and shadowed paths he lost his way, while seeking refuge from the world's display. Then cruel fate struck blows few men could stand, and grief descended with a ruthless hand. His sister passed beyond the mortal shore, and then his brother's voice was heard no more. Still wrapped within the cloak of loss and pain, he chose each day to rise and fight again. Now by his heart a family gathers near, and love has taught him hope can conquer any fear. Across the kingdoms spread their mighty songs, and countless hearts would gladly sing along. "Quit playing games with my heart" rode on the wind, and "As long as you love me" followed in. When everybody echoed through the night, the halls were filled with laughter and delight. Then "I want it that way" crossed every sea, a hymn of longing sung eternally. Soon they were known as larger than life indeed, yet fame could never satisfy all need. For crowns of gold grow heavy on the brow, and every victor bears a burden now. Show me the meaning of being lonely, told of hidden wounds and sorrows long and old. and the call resounded through the evening air, while shape of my heart revealed truths hidden there. At times they seemed as though they might be drowning fast beneath the weight of shadows from the past, and feeling incomplete through grief and strife, their search for purpose in the march of life. Through inner Siberia cold and vast they trod, trusting still the wisdom of their God. Though arrows flew straight through my heart at times, they rose again with courage in their minds. Some nights were dark and inconsolable in pain, as memories returned like winter rain. Yet in a world like this they stood as one, 5 steadfast souls whose journey was not done. The scars they bore became a permanent stain, yet honor shines through sunshine and through rain. And thus they cried for all the world to hear, "Show 'em what you're made of, and persevere." For fate grants second chances to the brave, who stand their ground though mighty waters wave. And so these 5 ride onward through the years, through songs and triumphs, losses, hopes and tears. Now let this tale be carried far and wide, of 5 true brothers standing side by side. Not merely minstrels crowned by worldly fame, but warriors who endured the fire and flame. And though the ages pass and kingdoms fall, their songs shall echo still through every hall. For courage, love and brotherhood endure, and hearts united shall remain secure. You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way. But we are 2 worlds apart. I can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way.